everybody. Oh gosh, my camera's way off. Hello. Hello. Hello, doll. Hello, Emma. Hello, Melanie. Welcome on in. I hope you are all doing well. How are you? It's lovely to see you all. I'm so happy you could be here. It would be even better if my camera was operating as it should do. There we go. Sorted. Marvellous. Fabulous. Hello, Simon. Welcome on in, my lovely. I hope you are doing well. It's nice having the live chat up as well. I can actually see what's going on. I was actually a little bit prepared, which is completely unlike me, obviously. So just go. Oh, hello, Pam. How are you doing, my lovely? I hope you're well. Oh, Mel, I'm so glad you're good. I'm really well myself, actually. I've had a nice day off from work, doing more work for other things. So today I managed to make a birthday card for somebody. I managed to prep the card for tonight's live, and I made some wedding favours for one of my friends, which she ordered from me a while ago, and it's now getting closer to the time that she actually needs them. So naughty. Hello, Ords. Welcome on in, my lovely. Oh, your birthday is in July. Oh my God, doll. Did I know your birthday was in July? I didn't know your birthday was in July, but now I do. So maybe you might get a card. Although actually tonight is really exciting because at the end of the live, it's giveaways. Woo! We're doing the giveaways tonight, darlings, which means when I'm off next week, I will actually post them out because unfortunately I'm now, when I go back to work tomorrow, I'm now back at work for the until the middle of next week. Which means I will have a few days off, which means I can put in some more lives around Aaron's birthday because it's his birthday. But back to the most important thing at hand is tonight's live, and we are going to be making a card, if not this one, very similar to this one. And as you can see here, I have used my gorgeous girl, because she's gorgeous, girls. Oh, well, hopefully, hopefully you'll watch back, Pam, and I hope you're all right and everything's good. Oh, well, thank you for popping in and saying hi anyway. I really appreciate that, my lovely. It's a gorgeous girl. She's gorgeous. I currently have 6 gorgeous girls. I may have some more soon if I'm really lucky, but I currently have 6 gorgeous girls. So today I actually stamped her out and coloured her in, which I really enjoyed doing. She's gorgeous. Just nuisance. Oh, bless you. That's fine. Well, I hope you. I hope they're all right for you anyway, even if they are errands that you've been trying to put off. So we actually have a lovely die that will make all this up for us. I've selected out some lovely stamps as well. I'm a bit torn between doing this lovely girl again or if we do the sleepy girl, because I thought she would go really well with this paper. I thought that we could do some vignetting around the layers and it will look really, really cool, and we could put some hearts on there and stuff. But first we need to make our card blank, and I need to have a quick sip of my drink. I'm terrible, aren't I? I did actually also do this little girl as well, but I couldn't think of a card that would be suitable and big enough to put her on because of the colours that I used. But we do have her for another time as well. I also love the gorgeous stuff, Ords. I actually found these hunting around in my stash. I didn't even know I had them. That's quite... Is that a word, vignetting? It was a word anyway. But if it wasn't before, it is now. Right, so I'm just taking a piece of A4 card. You can use American sizes if you need to. I am making an American size card anyway. I believe it's an A2 that you guys call it. So I'm just trimming this down to 8.5 by 5 3/4. I've kind of become a little bit more used to doing these American sized cards. Because they're actually, I thought they would, I was like, oh no, I'm not going to do them, they're far too small. But actually, they're a really good size. And I didn't know that that was a good thing. Right, so I'm just going to score this at 4 1/4. And that should give us... Actually, should I want to... Yeah, I'm going to do it that way because we don't want that on the outside. I'm so uncomfortable in my car. Oh, bless her. How is that going? I hope she's doing well with the physio. Because she wants to be back on the ice, doesn't she? Hello, Kirsty. Welcome on in, my lovely. How are you doing on this fine, fine evening? I hope you are well. There we go. So, for those of us who are British, this card is 4 1/4 by 5 3/4. If you're American, I believe it's an A2, I think. But that's the size that we're using. And we're bringing down this lovely stitch stamp, which will give us all the square bits that we need. You're going to see the cutting plates that I'm using, and you're going to be like, Gareth, why are you using those cutting plates? Why do you have that machine back out? Unfortunately, my Sizzix machine decided this afternoon that it doesn't want to work anymore. So I've put it in a box and it's going to be whisked off to be serviced or whatever it is that they're going to do with it, and hopefully it'll come back and it'll be nice again. It's going slowing, but she gets to work next weekend. Oh, that's brilliant. And for this to be cut onto, I made a piece of faux leather before the live. So actually, I should have inked this earlier on, but I'm going to ink it now. And all I'm going to do is use a little bit of my old paper distress ink. And then I'm just going to highlight that with a bit of my vintage photo. And let's actually... Oh, hello Dawn, welcome on in. How are you doing, my lovely? I hope you are well. It's so lovely to see you. I hope you're having a great day. And I'm going to be a little bit more heavier with that one this time round. So hopefully that should give us a lovely... Oh, I'm so happy. Right. There we go. I'm just going to take that down. Oh, it's so lovely to have everyone here. I'm so glad everybody's here. I'm so happy. It always makes me happy when everybody's here. I'm such a child. Because I'm not going to lie, because obviously I've not been streaming as regularly as I was, and because work gets in the way at the moment. I could have done that. You could add some water spritzing to make it wick. And I will, just as soon as I've die cut it, because I wanted that to be like that first. There is a method to my madness. This die cut is from a generic website. Hello Caroline, welcome in, my lovely. I hope you are well. Hey Kirsty, the first time ever watching Gaz with PJs in my bed. Oh wow. Well, I guess there's a first time for everything. I mean, I'm not watching me in PJs in my bed. I wish I was. It's always good to be watching in PJs from the bed. So there we go. I'm just going to give that a little extra spritz actually, because it's not doing what I'd like it to do. Although actually it is now doing what I want it to do. So these things. Kirsty, a job that needs to happen. I need to make cards. Oh yes, make cards, girl. Make cards. Everybody needs to make cards. I know I'm enjoying. Uh-oh, here we go. Oh dear. I'm very sorry. Bless me. That snuck up on me. Right, actually I think I'm just going to use a bit of my lovely crafty glue from my lovely crafty glue gun. Thank you, Melanie. I really appreciate that, my lovely. So I'm just going to use this. For me, this is the easiest way of doing this. I could, because I've wet it, it just makes sense to use a wet glue on it. If I hadn't have wet it, I would have just gone over it with some glue dots or some such. But if anybody does, if anybody is curious on how to make the faux leather, I do have a video on my channel that you can go back and watch, where I actually show you step by step on how to make the faux leather that I'm using. There we go. And because that's... Oh my god, I'm so behind. That sneeze came. The bless you came. And then the sneeze. It's like being in the future, isn't it? You're having future echoes. You're seeing the future before you actually see it happen. I guess. I don't know. Reading the future before you see it happen? I don't know. I don't profess to know anything. I'm having one of those days today. So so naughty, right? So here we go. Now what I did earlier on is I actually saved the layers that cut out from the previous one of these that I cut. Ooh, a black card blank. That is a nice change. I do use black card blanks quite regularly, actually. I think I am a bit of a naughty one for using them. I don't know if I actually want to kind of fill that out, or no. Oh, I want to kind of fill it out, but then I don't want to because I want to keep the black because I like how it. Hello, Christine. Welcome on in. I hope you are doing well. Well, you are in the future. It's Thursday afternoon here. Well, yes, it's definitely Thursday night here. It is 10:43 in the evening for me. I think I will just vignette. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to get my die back out, and I'm just going to use it to line up the other dies on this paper where I want them to be. So I kind of want to have that lovely floral part coming across it, or do I want to have that lovely clock coming across it? Oh, decisions. Either way, I should really turn the paper up the right way, shouldn't I? I think we're going to have the floral come across it because I think it gives a nice, like, kind of sideways effect. So we're going to do that. And all I'm going to do is get out the pieces. It is 9:43, I believe, here. Yeah, it's definitely 9:43 p.m. here. And I'm just going to line these up in here. And then I'm going to hope to goodness that I don't sneeze when I go to move the plate away, because that will just ruin everything. And never say never, because it's happened before. Okie dokie, doll. We'll see you soon, sweetie. I should really just call you Delise, but I just like calling you Dal. No Babs, no sneezing here, and also welcome on in. I hope you are well. Let's just reline that back up. I want to make sure I get these pretty much spot on, or as at least spot on as I can. Right. Gently does it, gently does it. Ooh, look at that. Now I could blow my nose in peace quickly. I do apologise. I have been racked by hay fever all day. Hello, Michelle. Welcome on in, my lovely. How are you? Thank you so much for joining us, and thank you so much for letting people know about my live. I really do appreciate it, my darling. It means a lot to me. Oh, goodness me. I've got to move them, haven't I? Let's see if we can pull those bits of tape and still use them, because I think they've gone a bit wobbly from where they've been on the wet. Yeah, they've gone a bit wobbly. We'll just get some fresh out. I'm going to use some of my... I was going to use some of my crafter's tape, but my tonic craft tape, not crafter's companion tape, because crafter's companion tape turns into high tack, low tack tape when you put it through a die cutting machine. Although actually, it doesn't do it when you use it in the Sizzix cutting machine. Although unfortunately, as I did say, my poor Sizzix machine is currently not a happy bunny. So I'm just waiting to hear from Hobby Maker Customer Services as to what they're going to do about it. Because they're going to want to do something, or otherwise they're going to have a very angry man on their hands. I've only had it a month. Like, well, not even a month actually. I ordered it on the 1st of May. I got it like a week after. I want to say it was about a week after it arrived that I ordered it. And like today I was just using it, and it was all fine and dandy, and then it just died. Like literally, it just died out of nowhere. The power, you know, there's no power going into it. I tried different plugs, because it's got one of those like adapter things on it. So I tried a different plug thinking it might have been the fuse gone. I tried everything, and just like power will not go into it. So I sent them a video of it obviously not working, and I'm just waiting for a reply. But quite luckily I hadn't gotten rid of my Gemini 2 just yet, so she's kind of been pulled back into action. So that piece will go here. That piece will go here. I'm regretting putting this tape across them now. Oh, this is going to rip, I know it. It's going to rip. Please don't rip. Please don't rip. Please don't rip the paper. Please do not rip the pretty paper. That bit will go there. And that bit will go there. I just want to kind of try and make sure that I put them in the right position. Please don't rip. Please don't rip. Please, please, please. I think if you beg it, sometimes it just listens to you. That piece will go in there, and hopefully this piece should just pop off because it's been used a few times, so we shouldn't have any problems. That piece will go up there. That's the only problem I can say about that tape, is that it really does turn proper high tack after you use it in a die cutting machine. But then I suppose that's just the pressure that comes with it as well. And, you know, it's kind of it's an alright machine. I think I just got frustrated with it, and then I just kind of, it was in my, I don't want to, well, I'm kind of going through I'm going through a bit of a moment where it comes to things from Crafter's Companion, I think. I don't know why. I'm just kind of having one of those moments. I really want the Flamingo collection that's just come out from them. It's very pretty. And I was thinking of trying to find a way of ordering it without using all of my predetermined money for crafting materials that I'm allowed to spend for the month that I've set myself. Because I can't... I tend to find that I get paid and I find all these things on, I don't know, like Vinted or Temu or whatever. I find all of these things that I want, I stick them in a basket, and then I end up buying them when I get paid every single month without fail. There's something. And I'm trying to kind of stick to the more cheaper side of things. So, like, obviously I am looking through Vinted, I'm looking through eBay. I'm not going, you know, if there's something I want specifically, I'm looking for it secondhand before I do looking for it new, because I'm just in a bit of a position where I can't spend all the money under the sun anymore on crafting materials. I've got to be a big boy. I've got to be a grown-up. I've got to behave myself. And also the fact I also have a finite amount of space in this room. This room is tiny. It's what in the UK we call a box bedroom. In America, you guys would probably call it a small closet, where you would just keep like a Hoover or something. I don't know. It's a very small room, and I maximise the heck out of it. I don't think there's anyone else that could probably fit all of the stuff in this room that I have in here and not be me. It's an art. So I am also looking at possibly getting rid of some of my collections and stuff, because obviously it's not likely that I'm going to use them. Hello, Crafty Stacey Lou. Welcome on in, my lovely. How are you doing? Are you well? I'm well. Well, I'm kind of well. I've got hay fever at the moment. Everyone's just been listening to my little ranting about me behaving myself when it comes to buying crafting materials. I feel like I'm one of the... I need to get, like... It's kind of like being sober. So I should get like a... or we call it a cupboard with a window. Yes, you would call it a cupboard with a window. Yes. It has been... Yes, that is very true, because in the house that I grew up in, it was like an L shape, the box room. So it was kind of like this kind of shape. So you had the door here, and that was literally the whole wall. And then it went like to a really thin little thing. It was terrible. And that was my bedroom. And that was after my sister moved out. That was pretty gut-wrenching. We have to behave when buying. Yes, Babs, we do have to behave when we're buying. I'm actually trying to be a very good boy at the moment. I've kind of like trying to promise myself that I'm not going to buy everything. Because, you know, money is money, right? So there we have our lovely card base. And actually, I'm kind of glad that I didn't put those extra layers in between. I think that really stands out quite well, and I really like how that's how the modelling on the faux leather worked out. I like that. It's very good. Yes. Now I just have to decide which girl do I want to put on mine, because we don't just have those two girls. Oh no. Oh no. I'm just going to move that out of the way. Let's see, because this is like deepest darkish splash diving I've been doing, guys. I didn't even know I had these things until I was hunting around. I've got so much stuff in here, in all these boxes. So we've got this lovely girl with an apple. She's quite cute. I used her on a card the other day. And then we've got our lovely girl that's standing on the books. Hopefully you can see her. So we've got that one. My brother had the box bedroom. My dad had to build the bed into it. Nothing else fit in, and it was classed as a bedroom because it had a wind. Oh my god. That's terrible. And you got the big room. Of course you did. And we've got this lovely girl with the owl on her shoulder with the... Oh, I like that one. She's so cute. Okay, I'm... And then we've got this lovely... she's got a rocking horse behind her. And I've got the one with the beret. So now I'm kind of stuck. I've decided that I'm stuck between these two. I had the box room because I liked the view. I was the youngest, so I got the box room too. Well, I actually shared with my brother, and then my sister moved out, thankfully, and that was I think I was about 15. That was when I first got my own room, and I got that god awful box room, and I had this like fold away Z bed because that was the only thing that we could get to go into the little alcove. Because it would fit in, and then I'd still have a little bit of space at the bottom of the bed. It was wow. Ords has voted for the blue girl with the owl. Anyone else? Anyone else? I see Ords. Anyone else want to up Ords between the sleepy girl and the blue girl? I'm not sure which one. I'm actually kind of thinking that it would be a good idea to do the girl. Oh, that's 2 for the owl, 3 for the owl, or 4 for the owl. Okay, I get the hint. I'll do the girl with the owl. Yeah, she's got a tiny little owl on her arm. It's so adorable. I'm such a child. Oh, and she'll sit lovely on that card as well. Right, so I've just got a lovely piece of my Nina cardstock down. And hopefully, I'm just going to move that out of the way because I'm being a right messy. I'm being a right messy. Now, this stamping wheel isn't necessarily designed to use... what are they called? Yeah, they're called thingy stamps, aren't they? I'm just going to take about an inch off this card so it'll fit in the stamp wheel. They're not designed to... It's not designed to use... I need to wind my head back in, don't I, somewhere? I've lost what's left of my brain. They're not designed... It's not designed to be used with rubber stamps. Only photopolymer and acrylics. But I have figured out a way of making it work. So I had to share a room with my sister until she left for university. Wow. That's disgusting. Right. So I'm just going... Actually, I'm going to set her at the top there. We're going to set her at the top there. Now, I have figured out if you actually line this up and press it down before, it will pick up the rubber stamp and you can still use it. Now, I haven't primed this because I wasn't expecting to use it. Well, I'm glad that you got your own room finally, Ords, because I can imagine it would have been very difficult growing up and not having your own room. Well, I mean, I know it was difficult for me as a boy. I can only imagine how bad it was for a girl. 2 girls in one room. Whew, that is... Whew. So I'm using my Memento ink this evening because it is alcohol marker resistant. I learnt that today. I didn't have a clue. So you see there, I've just lined it up and fixed it in, and then kind of the way I've pushed it down. There we are. I do love a bit of stamping. And hopefully... Oh, doesn't she look so pretty? I am going to go over her again, though, because there's a few little bits where she's missing... She's missing a bit of... I can't remember the name of the word that I'm looking for. I want to say it's clarity. But is it clarity? I don't know. It could be anything at this point. So all I'm going to do is exactly the same as what I did before. I'm just going to line it up and push it into those corners. and press it down, and that really does help it not to slip, because that's it, definition. That is the word I was looking for. Thank you very much, Caroline. 10 points to Gryffindor. I'm just going to clean off my stamp because I think that's quite well enough. I do need the definition on it though, because it's going to be going through the scan and cut in a minute. So before I colour it, it's going to go through the scan and cut. Now, all I have to remember is where I put the sheet that this came off of. Oh, look, there it is. 6 years between us, Gaz. We had each other, so it wasn't an idea. Oh, yeah. That siblings are just lovely things. I want to kind of do some of these extra bits, but I don't know if I want to, but I'm kind of thinking, do I want to at the same time? I don't know. I'm going to leave it. I'm going to leave it. We've got enough to be getting on with. More than enough, he says. More than enough to be getting on with. So I'm just going to pop my glue press back there for now. I've made an absolute stonking mess right in front of the thing that I need to use. So I am terrible. Oh no, that pen is not on the right way around. I do have an absolute compulsion with my pens as well. They all have to be up the right way, and all the lids have to be up the right way and facing the same way. I am a nightmare. Right, let's turn that on. You are going to hear some noises, because unfortunately it doesn't go quietly, does the old brother scan and cut. But it's most certainly one of the best tools I have in my arsenal. I cannot lie. It genuinely is. I have not regretted having this since the day I got it, because I've always thought about, you know, what about all these stamps that I don't have die cuts for, and what am I going to do? And then I learnt about this thing and I was like, is it real? Is someone telling me a porcupine? And then I actually found out it is for real. It is a real thing. And then when I heard somebody was getting rid of one, wow. I just had to snap their arm off, didn't I? I usually do get a good clean cut. Does it cut with a blade or a laser? It cuts with a blade, my lovely. Without colouring her first. Oh, yeah, you watch. I'm a miracle worker with this machine, and it'll be now the one time that I say I'm a miracle worker and it's going to look great. It won't do it properly, I bet you. Right, let's scan her. Fingers crossed. Fingers crossed. Hello, Empty Nest Scrapper. How are you doing? It's so lovely to have you here. How are you? I know you're usually on LV's lives, aren't you? So it is so nice for you to be here. I'm very grateful. Don't blame Dawn. It's very much hashtag blame Gaz, isn't it? We're going to go back to that again. That was so funny. Oh, and it looks like I will get a clean cut around her. Oh, I'm glad you're well. Are you quite done? And there we go. The only bit it hasn't caught is the little bit between her legs just there. But I don't mind that, because I can easily hand cut that little bit. But majoritively, it's cut her out really well. Yes, we just used a little bit of the scan and cut there to cut out a stamp. And I'm just going to neaten off the few little bits that it didn't quite catch. But it's not that bad. I have had a lot worse I've had a lot worse come out of it. I'm starting to kind of learn how to make it do what I want it to do. I do love these gorgeous girls. They are so cute. What on earth was that about? There we go. There's only a few tiny little bits. It is a very clever piece of kit. Great work, Gaz. I'll need lessons from you now. Oh dear. Have I started something? Yeah, like I say, the only little bit it didn't catch was the bit between her legs, but I'm not worried about that, because I can either come in on there with my cut blade and just cut it out. But just for the stability of it, I think I'll just leave it as it is and just colour it in with a different colour. That'll just detract from the starkness of the white. So if I put that there, put those on there, and now this is the fun bit. It's time for Gaz to go into a colouring coma. So what I always do when I'm using my alcohol markers is I always have my scrap piece of paper. Gaz would rather leave her than she is to go between her legs. That is a true story. That is a hashtag true story, whatever, I can't remember it. Hashtag whatever, I don't know. I'm getting too old for all this business. Right, so I kind of want to look towards the stamp for a little bit of guidance as to how to colour her. So kind of like a dark coloured hair and maybe a nice light blue dress or some such. What colours do I have in a lovely... I'm just thinking. We could go with brown. No, I did the other girl's hair brown, didn't I? I've got a gold yellow. We could make her ginger. We'll make her ginger. So I'm just going in with the lightest colour. And I'm just kind of covering the whole area in the lightest colour to start with. It's kind of a thing. Hello Olga, welcome on in. How are you doing, my lovely? I don't think I've seen you in ages. I'm so glad that you've had the time to stop in and say hello. I'm just currently putting myself into a colouring coma. There we go. So that's the lightest colour. And then I'm going to come into the darkest areas with where the shadow will be with my darkest colour. There we go. I'm just trying to follow the basic lines of the hair there, and where I want there to be a kind of like shadowing, maybe a little bit there above the heart. I'm going to come in with my hat to step away back now. Oh, welcome on back. Not to worry about having to step away. one of my favorite, you know, I absolutely love people who lurk, because even if you can't be here, you know, you're helping out by being here but not here. Hello Wendy, how are you doing, my lovely? I hope you are well. So I'm just blending those colours together in the middle with the lightest one again. And we're just blending those colours out. And then hopefully you can see the nice transition. Wow, my camera does not do that any justice at all, because that looks hideous under the camera light. But it looks really nice to look at. The camera's killing me. Yes, I am well. Thank you very much, Wendy. I appreciate you asking as well. What is a box room? It's a room that's shaped like a box. So this room in American sizes is 6 foot wide by 8 foot long. That is the size of this room. And in England, it's called a bedroom. It's a box, what we call a box room, because it's literally just a box with a window. Right, let's colour in our little owly friend, because I really want to colour him in. I'm just going to come in with the lightest brown to start with. And I think I'm going to highlight him with a lighter blue on his eyes and his tum-tum. He's going to look cute. He's going to look cute. And just round his hands, well, his little wings, his little baba wings. He's got little baba wings. Such a child. Little baba wings. We're just going to do a little bit of slightly darker. And then we're going to blend it all out with them. I think I've had bedrooms that size growing up. I think some of them were even smaller. Yeah, it wouldn't surprise me. The one that I grew up in as a teenager was smaller than this. Oh, look at him, he's so cute. He's such a cute little puppy. Right, I thought we had an ice blue blend. Do we have an ice blue blend? No, we've got ice grey. But I don't want grey. I want blue. You know what? I'm going to use the pearl blue blend. Even though it's not... Even though it's not a brush, it's a... There we go. And I'm just going to... I'm going to put a little bit of the medium. And I'm going to blend it out, back out to the light blue again. I love these colours. They're so adorable. And he's a little fluffy. He's a little floof, look at a little floof. I do live in a land where anything can be whatever colour I want it to be. Right, I'm just going to do a skin for now. And I learnt this, well, I say I learnt this earlier on. I learnt it quite a while ago. So I'm just laying down that normal colour just there to start with. And I'm just going to come in with my lightest in the ice grey blend. And I'm going to do a little line of the darkest. And then I'm going to blend that out with the medium. Stay with me, guys, because this will be good, I promise. I just need to try and blend out the definition of those lines. Now I'm going to come back in with my lightest skin tone, and I'm going to go over the whole thing again. And then I'm going to come in with my medium skin tone. And watch the magic. Watch the magic happen, because I absolutely love this technique. And look how that has put such a nice shadow around the outside. It's a little bit too stark. Just try and blend that out a little bit more. Again, this camera is really not doing it justice, but you can kind of tell how she's in the dark just there. And I'm just going to do the same on her arms. So I've come in that. Yeah, I'm using the Spectrum Noir Tri-Blend pens. So the colours on this is Fair Skin FS6, 7 and 8. And for the Ice Grey blend, I'm using IG2, 7 and 10. So I'm just going to do another light and I only kind of need a little bit in the darkest colour where her hair's sitting, and a little bit on the other side. And I'm just going to blend that out with the slightly less darker grey. And I'm going to come back in. They are brilliant pens, I cannot lie. They are some of the best things I have ever bought. They make alcohol markering so much easier. And there we go, I've blended those out as best as I can. And again, I'm just going to come back in with the lightest colour in the skin tone there. And I'm going to go over it. And I'm going to come in with the medium. And we're just going to blend those shadows out. Now a little bit has gotten onto the dress here. Don't worry about that if it happens when you're doing it, because you can either just use your clear blend, well, I've got one, it's in a different brand. This is an Ohuhu one, but you can use a colourless blender to get rid of it, or you can just use another light coloured alcohol marker. And all I'm doing to get rid of the bits that I don't want to be there is I'm just pouncing over them with the colourless blender, and that will push the colour to the back fibres of the paper, card, whatever you're using. And sometimes it does push it out onto the piece of waste paper behind. You can see a little bit has come out there. But I'm just literally just pouncing, and that'll make it easier for me to colour in. So if I go with my... I've got a turquoise blue. Let's use turquoise blue. for her dress. So I'm just going to come in with the lightest colour. You can see how well that's covering all of the mistakes, because the lightest colour will always push out the darkest, and that's why, and it'll also kind of tone down the darkest colour as well when it comes to alcohol markers. You don't have to colour in every single bit of it, but I like to, because I like to get the kind of blends that I get. And I'm just going to build this up so it actually covers. And if you want to, you don't actually have to do any blending on this. You can just colour it in the one colour and that is absolutely fine. I just like having a bit of a build up on mine because I'm strange. So I'm just going to come down the side of the dress and around, and you can see that we put in quite a dark shadow there, but not to worry because it will blend out. And I'm just going over that last layer just a little bit, just so that the colours merge together and you kind of just can't tell where one ends and the other one begins. And then I'll go across the dress like that, and I'm just going to leave a little area that's going to be the palest shade of blue. And that's going to be our highlight on the piece. And there we are, and I'm just going to blend that out. And that line on the edge there still looks a little bit harsh to me, so there we go. And I'm just thinking, because I'm not going to blend entirely her tights. I'm going to actually just do them in slightly different colours. So I'm just going to use that darkest blue on the bands. Ooh, traffic was a bit messy. I hope you got home okay. And just for the boots, I'm going to use the medium blue. I'm going to blend them out to the bottom with the lightest colour. And there we go. Ooh, and what colour should we do those leaves? We'll do those with just the light grey, shall we? Because that's what I'm going to do with the area between. I'm just going to colour that in the light grey. And I'll colour those feathers in completely in the light grey to start with. And then what I'll do is come into them with the medium, and I'm just going to pick out some of the lines on the feather. And then I'm just going to blend the harshness out. And for the final touch, we are going to get our red pen, and we're going to colour that little heart in red. Oh, didn't she look adorable? I think she looks really cute. And that is our little gorgeous girl ready to go on her card. So she's going to come on here like so. Oh, that's too high up. She is really cute, isn't she? I'm loving these stamps. I may or may not, because I don't count this as a part of my spending for the month, because I found them before I decided I was going to do the spending cap. So I may or may not have found one that's a pirate and a mermaid. And I may or may not have ordered them from eBay. From eBay, I'll say. From eBay. Because they were cheap. So they will be making an appearance, maybe. Or maybe not, at some point. Who knows? I'm so naughty. Oh, you have the pirate one. Oh, that is so cool. That is so, so cool. There we go. I'm just going to pop those on there. And I'm going to get some thinner ones to go down. Oh, please do. I mean, I'm actually working at the weekend, so I will see them when I get out of work. It'll be something to look forward to. It would definitely be something to look forward to. And I've just realised that those pads are different sizes. Oh well, it'll still sit. It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. It will give some curvature, which I believe is extra texture on card. Oh, I should have vignetted those layers. I didn't do that, did I? Silly boy. It's all the excitement of getting to use these stamps, you see. There we go. I think I might have some of these stamps. Oh, well, I'm so glad you do. It's always nice. And what I'm going to do as well is just on the areas around the outside where there is a few little white bits. This is one of my old tricks, you see, because it detracts away from seeing the stark white. So the little edges where there are a few bits of white still protruding through the card, from the card. Just go, and I know this is like a really old trick, everybody else, you know, everyone's been doing it for years. And I almost forgot to colour in the hearts red on her boots as well, because they have to be red hearts. They can't not be red hearts. I didn't know there was paper. There is paper. I've heard of this paper. I would love to have paper. And now all we've got to do is come up with a little sentiment to go up here, I'm thinking. But the only sentiments that she's come with is one that says, "It's gorgeous." So, and I don't really want to put that on there. Let's put Sleepy Girl away. I'm just going to have a quick hunt around. I'm going to see if I've got a stamp that might be worthy in my folder of sentimenty things that I bought. Hi Rhonda! Oh, don't worry about being late, my dear. It's no problem at all. I folded and got this the other week as well. Well, I didn't get it. It was sent to me. Is there a... Does it just say... If we got a stamp that just says girl... It says it comes with one of these there you go. I think I'm just going to go with Stay Fabulous. I think that would be a good sentiment to go on this card. Let's go with that, shall we? I think that would be fabulous. And ooh, we could actually use one of these. Oh, we might be able to get away with using that one actually. Right, brilliant. So let's... Have I got a piece of... Oh, I do. I'll just use a piece of this. So we need it to be 2.5 by 1.25 for the stamp to work. So let's go with 2.5 by 1.25. 1.25. Okay. Let's do that at 2.25 by 1.25. I think I might have gotten a little bit, I underestimated slightly. So 2.25 by 1.25, and this is a good thing just to use up these little scrap bits anyway, and so it doesn't really matter that I may not be calculating straight away or properly or anything. I don't mind wasting a little bit of scrappy bits. There we go. So that's going to work quite nicely on there. So I'm just going to bring that into my Stampin' Wheeler. And the great thing about having that grid behind there is that I can just pop that down and I know I can line that up and it's going to be fabulous no matter what happens. So as always with any new stamp, I have that is photopolymer or acrylic. I should really do it with my red rubber as well, but they just seem to work nicely without it. I'm going to prime it. Oh yes, please do, if you are enjoying what you're seeing and I'm entertaining you sufficiently, please do hit that like button, and if you're not subscribed, please subscribe. There we go, that'll look nice. I'm going to give that one more run over and do all the lovely things that helps feed the YouTube algorithm so that more people get to see. And the more people that get to see, the more people that will eventually join us, and we'll all have a fabulous time together. Fabulous. I think I went a bit overboard with stamping that, but never mind, it's fine. There we are. We shall move that off to the side. And I'm thinking we can actually tighten that up a little bit more. So I'm just going to do something very dangerous. And try to guesstimate what I can cut off. Yeah, I think that's fine. That's more than enough. And what I think I'm going to do as well, I'm just going to bring in my Distress Antique Linen Pad. Just to make it kind of sit in with the card itself. There we go. New subby here hitting the like. Oh, thank you so much. I appreciate you. I appreciate everybody who does the likey and the subscribey button. You are it means the world to me because you're all fabulous. Right, now I've got to think of a way of making that look good on there. Actually, you know what? I think I'm just going to go with it just plain, and we'll stick some sticky pads on the back of it. Yikes, I almost walked into a tree. I shouldn't be allowed to text them more. Oh my gosh, I didn't realise that my stream was dangerous to people. I'll put a PSA on my next video to not watch and walk. So there we go. We're just going to have that as that, I think, because I think my brain's getting a little bit, because it's getting a bit late. My poor little brain is like, what are you doing? We're normally in bed by now. So let's just give that stamp a quick clean, and we shall pop him away. And then we will take 5 minutes to do our lovely giveaways. Oola oola ooh, someone's going to win stuff. Yes, you could just hashtag blame Gaz. That is the standard protocol from what I've been hearing recently. Standard protocol, that is hashtag blame Gaz. You look super awake. I might look it, but I'm very good at disguising how I very good at disguising my actual, things. I don't know. Am I? Who am I? What's my name? Right. So, I don't know how I'm going to do this because I was going to put everyone's name into a random generatory thing. And then I just kind of thought, I'm not sure how I would do that because obviously all of you guys are like here and blah, blah, blah. Hello guys, just wanted to say hello. Welcome on in, Stephanie. I'm so glad you're here. I hope you are well, my lovely. Because I was kind of thinking I could do that, but then it would be, I've got to select someone from the UK to receive the actual gift package, and then I've got 3 cards to give away to everyone internationally. Would you like to know what the gift might be inside one of those cards that's going out to America? Because, I'm just one of these people that's really rubbish at keeping secrets. And I know I wanted it to be a secret, but I kind of want to tell you all at the same time as well. So, I'm going to have to find a wheelie thing, aren't I? I am going to have to find a wheelie thing. Let's see if we can find a wheelie thing. And I'm going to put everybody's names onto the wheelie thing. Oh, come on. It's not. Oh no, tons of Gatorade to stay hydrated. Hashtag food poisoning is the worst. It is. Almost thought I wouldn't be able. Oh, bless. I'm not interested in that. YouTube. Let's see if we can find a little thingy that will do it for us. And it'll do it for everyone that's in the chat, so... Oh my god. It's not doing what I want it to do. It's being an absolute... Oh, for goodness sake. Right, okay. I just need to spin the wheel, really, don't I? Right, okay. I'm putting everybody's names in. This might take me a second. Oh. I am sorry about this, guys. I should have been a bit more prepared for this. Let's see. Then I've got to do the magic to show you the wheel. This could be fun. Let's see, who else? I'm just adding everybody into the wheel right now. Wow, that is hideous, isn't it? I have used, because I'm putting it in myself, I should have set this up. I'm so naughty. But we're almost there. Right, okay, I think that is everyone. I'll pop Pam in as well, even though I know she's not here. Right. Now let's do the magic so that we can see the wheel. This is where I have to do that. Screen capture, I want to say. Add source. Add source. Capture window. Waha! See, look! I managed to did it. I did it. Can you guys all see the wheel? Can you all see the wheel? Hopefully you can all see the wheel. Oh my God, that's just ridiculous. Stupid thing. It is ridiculous. The keyboard is very temperamental. But I know who people are. Right. Excellent. We can all see the wheel. Everybody's names are up in there. So, depending on whose name comes out first as to which prize will be first. So, it's either going to be the 3 cards or it's going to be the entire craft goodie giveaway that I've got. So, good luck to everybody. It's going now. Olga, you are a winner. Can you tell me where you are, my darling? And that will denote which prize you get. So you've either won one of my cards or you have won the entire craft goodie giveaway. So, Olga, where are you, my lovely? Where are you in the world? I need to know where you are. And if you could drop me an email to handcraftedbygaz. Askme at handcraftedbygaz. With your details, and I will get whichever prize it is. So that will be a card coming to you. It may or may not contain a $10 gift voucher for Brutus Monroe. I have one of those to put into one of the cards, so it's absolutely random as to who will get that as well. I'm not going to put names to it. So Olga, if you can drop me an email with your address so that I can get that sent out to you. To askme at handcraftedbygaz.co.uk. I would be really, really grateful. Congratulations again. So, let's go again. Again, we're going to see who is it going to be. Obviously, if the same person comes out again, it will be someone else that wins. Christine, you have won a card. I know your details, so I will get a card sent out to you as soon as I can. So well done, Christine. So we have one more card to give away, and we have the big crafty package still to go, guys. So let's see whose name comes out next. Emma, and I know you are in the UK. You are the winner of the crafty goodies. Well done, you. Congratulations. That is absolutely amazing. Well done. I am so happy for you. I will get that all boxed up and sent out to you as quickly as I can. Well done, sweetheart. You deserve it. And one more time, hopefully, until we get another American lady for one more card. Well, Christine's already a winner, so we're going to have to do that again, aren't we? We've only got one more card to go. Oh, Crafty Stacey Lou is in the UK, so I don't know. Shall I let her have a card? We'll let Crafty Stacey Lou have a card. Crafty Stacey Lou, if you drop me your details in an email to askme at handcraftedbygaz.co.uk, I will get that sent out to you. And then all we need is we're gonna do it one more time, and hopefully it'll be another lovely American lady or man. Melanie D. Are you in the US, my lovely? I hope you are. Oh, actually, no, it's Dawn. I thought it was Melanie D. It clicked over on me. Oh my gosh, it's Dawn. Dawn, well done. congratulations. If you could drop me an email to askme@handcraftedbygaz.co.uk, I will get that card sent out to you as soon as possible. And again, it will be totally random as to who will receive that that all lovely $10 gift voucher to Brutus Monroe. So thank you so much for joining me, guys. I hope you've had as much fun as I have. I'm just going to jot down the names of our lovely winners so that I know who I'm expecting to hear from. So we have Dawn, Crafty, Stacey, Lou. Oh gosh, we also have Emma. She won the prize package. And we had, oh gosh, who else was it? Oh, you're all welcome, lovely, my lovelies. Thank you all for being here. I hope you all have a lovely, morning, day, evening, wherever you are in the world. Thank you all so much for joining me. I will be back again next week. It will probably be Friday, and we'll be getting a few little things together. Olga, the address that you need, the email address is in the description box already of this video, and it's on all of my videos, so whichever one, it's always askme@handcraftedbygaz.co.uk. I've got everybody's names written down. You are all lovely. Thank you all so much for being here. I love you all so very much. I will see you next Friday. And I hope you all have a wonderful day and a wonderful week between then and now. I love you lots. Bye 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 everybody. Bye 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 bye.